Hi, this is cycle 2, week 1. We are going to be talking through various art techniques, and week 1 is going to be oils. We're going to be talking about the major or the basic strokes in art, and so we use the acronym OiLS to help us with that. And so we have a open circle, we have a straight line and a closed-in circle, angled lines and curvy lines. And so you can talk with the kids about the different lines and how all of art makes up all of this. So if you have a book from home, you could show the kids, or even a picture, you can let them see, and they can pick out and help you pick out where they see these differing strokes. Where do they see curvy lines? Where do they see angled lines? And just talking about how art is everywhere. It's not only just in beautiful pictures, but even in the lines in the room, or maybe on the ceiling, different things they could even see along the room you could highlight. We do have some book options you could find from the library if you would like and have time, you wanted to read those or read one of those to the kids. You have that available as an option if you'd like to kind of talk through that. But this morning we're going to be doing 2 different activities. Our first activity is called the paint palette, and it's going to be accentuating what we just learned with oils and doing it in a fun way. So this is kind of going to be the finished product. And so first you're going to want to get the plate, which is our paint palette. So we have enough for 1 per kid, and you're going to want to get scissors first, and you're going to want to have the kids cut out a little notch at the top, like so. So they'll cut out a little notch at the top. And then you're going to want to help the kids do this, especially the younger ones, or if the younger classes you just want to do this for them in advance, that's fine too. You kind of want to go to the end of the plate. You still want it to be on the flat kind of circle part, but you want to curve it and then cut a little strip. And you kind of want to make it a little bigger. It's okay if it's big. You'd rather have it bigger than littler because you're wanting to fit this through. Like so. So see how it's fitting through. And so I had cut holes so that it could fit through. So first you're going to want to cut that and cut these. Then you can have the kids get out whatever you want them to do. So we only want maybe like 10 minutes-ish for this activity, 15 at the most. And so if you have older kids and they can be quick and fun with our paint, we have lots of stuff in the art bin. You can use paint. We have pastels. If you'd want to take out pastels to make the little paint splotches on the paint palette. The point of this is to have it look like a paint palette, not for it to function like a paint palette. So you don't want to have big gobs of paint if you end up using that. You want to just color it. So if you have younger kids or you want to conserve time, markers might just be a best bet to color that in. Or if you want to be a little more daring and have a little more fun with it, you can use the paint that we have. And so for them to, not to mix colors and have fun with it, but to just put a little bit of each color. And we also have Artist 6 little paint palettes in your art bin inside that little plastic container that's got the little blue lid. So there's those in there that you could put the paint in if you were going to go that route. So once you do that, once you get this paint palette ready to go, you need to thread this through. So every kid's gonna get one of these. So you can opt to cut it ahead of time, or you can cut it, or have the kids cut it, kind of whatever you feel your class is up for. So this is a good knot to do. I wasn't paying attention when I cut it, and you'll see if when we glue it together, they're not even. So that might frustrate some kids, but so maybe try to fold it in half and have them cut it so that it's more even, or this way it's not even. So you're going to want to get some glue or tape and just glue that on. If you have the glue sticks we have, you can just do that, or do some tape it on. Then once you've got that, you're going to want to thread this through the paint palette all the way to the beginning. And the kids can put their name on it, and then they just follow through with what's next. So the first one is dots. And so you're wanting to do any round shape colored in. So you can have your kids get their markers out, just lay them on the table. Each kid can get a marker, and they can just do circles, big circles, small circles, whatever they want to have a little fun with, making colored in circles. Then the next one is curve lines. So you can do a curve line. This is out of order. Let's see, circles, open circles. They can do the open circles next, and so on and so forth. So you kind of have it over the paint palette like this as you do that part. So you'll want to, so let's just say, okay, that's this one is circles. So then when you have it over here, you do just circles. Don't color them in. Now when you move on to the next one, they get to thread it through, and then you do, okay, now it's straight lines. So then you do a bunch of different kinds of straight lines. So that's the first activity for working on various differing strokes of art in oils. And so our second activity isn't as time consuming, but it's just different. Anyway, so because we're doing medieval history time frame this year, at the start of the year, we are going to be drawing how to draw castles. So this is what everybody has in their script. And so depending on your age will be dependent on what you'll be capable of and even just what time you have left. So the really little younger 2, 3-ish classes might only get to here. If you get to here with the kids and you have time and they are doing great, you can just keep going step by step. The nice thing is we're not going to have one of each of these per kid. We're only going to have the one for you to have. So you get to draw it on the whiteboard or on your tutor board if you want to wipe it up and do that, or on poster or whatever. So they don't need to see what the castle is going to look like in the end. You get to step by step with them. Start with this one. Straight line. Now we're going to go up. Oh, we're making angled line. You can talk through the lines that you're making with the kids. And so just depending on the age level, you'll probably figure that out that day, whether you can do it all or not. So, this will be a fun activity of using the techniques they used in the different strokes to make a picture. And remember to remind the kids, it's not perfection. It's not about getting everything perfect. It's just about learning and about the fact that we can see art in everything and that we can mimic that. So that's this. They can color it if there's time left for that day or whatnot. So good luck.